taken out.
I think someone's targeting me.
We're outside the ring. Good. Enemy downed.
Hey, what's up? I'm Andrew. I'm a competitive gamer, ex-pro gamer. I got started with gaming. I got a regular Nintendo. My cousin had one, and then I got a Sega Genesis when I was about 7, 8 years old. And it kind of turned into, we'll call it an addiction, but yeah, playing Sonic the Hedgehog and Comic Zone and that kind of stuff. Vector Man back in the day, 7, 8 years old. When I really started taking it serious was Halo 1. I was probably a senior in high school, which is about 2003, 2002, something like that. And I was like, man, I'm really good at this. And Halo 1 was huge back then. We used to, there'd be, I don't know, anywhere from 10 to 16 guys in an attic or upstairs or a basement. We'd have 4 TVs in one room and 4 TVs in the other, and we'd all be lined up and ordering pizza, and everybody be screaming and hollering in one room, and you blah blah blah, peeking your head around. And I was a lot better just naturally than all my other friends, and I was like, man, I wish there was a tournament scene or something for this. So I got into competitive Halo. There used to be a place called Talk City here in Greenwood, and it was over there by Roscoe's Tacos off Madison, across from the Greenwood Middle School. And we all used to play Halo 1 together, and then there were a couple of us that were just really good here locally, and we were like, man, we should start a team. So it was funny because our best player at the time was a Hispanic guy, and he still plays professional Smash Brothers, #1 Mario player in the world. His name's Rookie, still. And so he was a Hispanic player, and he was like, what's the most ridiculous name we could come up with at the time? And we were like, if you're going to be the team captain, we're all white guys, and you're Mexican, like Caucasian Invasion. He was like, dude, that's a great name. So our team was Caucasian Invasion, and everybody would always be like, but he's, and we're like, yeah, we know. So the competitive scene here locally, there were some good players, but once me and Charles and Jake and either Chad or Eric would team up, Halo's 4v4, it's very, very team-based. Like a Call of Duty game, one player can pretty much carry a team because the time to kill is so small, but Halo was a lot of what's called team shot, and if you see a guy and 4 guys shoot the same guy immediately, you're pretty much dead. We just had a team chemistry, and we started going to Ohio tournaments, Michigan, Kentucky, Illinois tournaments, and we were winning there, like handily. Like, I remember a game in Ohio and Cincinnati. The best team from Ohio, supposedly, we beat them 50-2 in a team deathmatch game. 50-2. And they were the supposed best players from Ohio. So then we were like, man, we should go to an MLG event, which MLG is not near as big now as it used to be, which is Major League Gaming. And back then in MLG, if you finished as a top 16 team, you were considered a pro. And they would give you a contract, and you had to maintain a top 16 team. But at the time, man, there were thousands of 4-man teams showing up for MLG events back then. And we never won any like super serious money, but we were always a top, 10 to 14 team. I remember, like I said, regular Nintendo, Mario Brothers 1, all the way to, we got Destiny and League of Legends and World of Warcraft, and I've met some of the best, well, not met, but talked to and know some of these people like Ninja and Nadeshot. Back, dude, they were kids. I mean, kids. Like, I'm talking 7, 8 years old. They were kids. And they would show up and their parents would have to sign a waiver. Because if they won any substantial money, you're supposed to be 18 years old and you have to sign a waiver for all this stuff. But yeah, I know, he probably don't remember us, but I knew Ninja when he was a kid. He's a big Twitch streamer now. Him and, let's see, who else is a big streamer that I played back then? Ninja's probably the biggest. And there's so many people that are like, I want to be a streamer, I want to be a pro gamer. And that's a full-time job, man. You got to have a Twitter, you got to have a YouTube channel, you have to have a steady stream schedule. I'm going to be on these days from this time to this time. And, you know, you have to be constantly putting out content ahead of the curve, ahead of everybody else, you know. But at this point in my life, there's no way I could ever become a professional gamer again. I just don't have the time for it. I just don't, you know. Real life, and like I said, I have a 4-year-old. I'm, you know, trying to be in relationships, and at this point, trying to have a wife, and you just don't have time for it once you get older. But I will be playing games till the day I die. They might not be first-person shooters. They might not be MOBAs. I will game till the day I die. It might be 10 hours a week, but I will game till the day I die. As far as how it's impacted me, man, there are some of the best friends to this day that I have are gaming friends. My days of playing Halo, playing World of Warcraft, playing Smite. Like, I'm getting ready to go to Atlanta here in a month with some guys that I've never met in person, but I've been playing Smite with them for 3 years. Never met them in person. And I have real life friends still to this day that live here in Indianapolis that call me Combat. They know my first name, but they just call me my gamer tag, and I respond to that. But as far as like gaming memories, man, there are some things that you just don't forget. It sticks with you. It's like a movie or a book. Like, it changes your life, man. Playing World of Warcraft, playing games like Final Fantasy VII, which is, I'm old, man, so gaming has been a huge part of my life. Huge. I've lost jobs over it. I've lost relationships. I've had family issues over gaming. I mean, it's just a huge passion of mine. Always has been, always will be. It's just something I love.